Thanks for showing up. Imagine a week ago, we were marveling at the wonders of the world, and this week has probably been the most crazy week ever. It's historic, it's monumental, and it's interesting, to be a complete cop-out. Interesting. I've made a post on my Facebook page, a message from the yoga community, from the leader of the yoga community. Everybody should acknowledge the idea that to be cohesive and connected within our world, that we are cohesive and connected within our world. But there's always that question of, do you keep politics out of the yoga room? And I believe, yes, you do. But before you get into the yoga room, you hear news, you hear stories, and you form opinions. But please, as that information goes into you, your body, your mind, your soul, make yourself an instrument of peace and send that peace out into the world. It's so hard to do all the time. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. But we just keep waking up every day knowing it's the best day, and the best day to move forward to make the best out of ourselves. In other words, take it in, marinate it, if you would, and send it out and pass through the channels of peace. Let's marvel at ourselves and for you for showing up. Thank you so much. We'll have a practice today, a mellow practice. I've got a new sequence for you. Please bring yourself to the mat. And as you leave the mat, you'll be a better self, I promise. So let's get started. Let's stand in Tadasana. By the way, I have a new location, and it's on carpet. So 5 minutes before this class started, I ran and got a piece of plywood, and I'm actually got my plywood under my mat. Also, what's new today is I got vaccinated yesterday, and I feel like a warrior. I feel so shielded, so protected, and so grateful for all the healthcare workers that are out there. As you know, I'm a healthcare worker, and that's why I got my vaccination. So anyway, too much talking. Let's move. Stand in Tadasana, feet together. Feet firmly planted, chest high, heart open. Lift with your arms, lift with your ribs in. Tuck your tailbone down, lift your heart, spread your shoulders, take a breath in and rise. Exhale, forward fold like you mean it. Root down with your heels, hands to the floor, head held, hung high, like the weight of the crown is just drifting towards the floor. Stretch your back body. Take a breath in, half lift. Exhale and fold. Let's gently bend our knees as we rise all the way up. And exhale, come into goddess arms. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Gently tuck your thumb back behind you as you lift your chin. Exhale, draw your elbows and palms together as you press. Tuck your head. Breath in and lift. One more time to goddess arms. This time we're going to connect our core, collect our core. Drop your tailbone down and just tilt to the right. Stretch that left side body. Let's take it all the way around, and let's come over to the other side. Open up your heart. Tilt to the left. Take that right arm and just sweep it around. Let's take my hands behind our back. Let's lace them as you send your knuckles down towards the floor, your heart up. Exhale, forward fold. Take your hands to the floor. Let's just bend our knees back and forth. Feel that stretch all the way into your glutes. Another half lift. Just enough to straighten the back to open your heart. Exhale and fold. Hands to the mat. Let's take it into down face dog. Toes are on the mat here. Press your hands into the mat just as you're trying to press that floor away from you. Secure your shoulders so that they secure your whole upper body. Walk your dog. And then we're going to spread our feet a little bit wider. We're going to really accentuate that bend in the knee. Feel the stretch in the back of your calf. Send that knee towards the floor as you twist your whole side body, and knee toward the floor, and knee toward the floor. Bring your feet together, take a breath in, lift your hips high, exhale, chest toward the thighs. Take your knees to the mat, big toes together, and sit your hips back to your heels. There it is, there it is. Just find solace in this posture. If this is where you want to stay, or if you just got here and never got up, peace be with you, my friend. Just get your chest, draw to the floor, forehead to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Collect yourself, and if you want to keep moving, take your hands to the floor. Let's come into table. Cat-cow here, starting with your tailbone, lower back, upper back. Last thing to lift is your chin. As you get into cat, tuck your tailbone, lower back, upper back, and crown drops. Just go inward into your back. Just start with the bottom, end with the top, and exhale, pushing that air out. Finding movement, finding control, finding peace. Let's go ahead and curl our toes under. We're going to take it into down face dog. Going to set that left leg nice and firm. We're going to lift that right leg up, right leg dog split. Breathing in, breathing out. Roll that toe around, bend that right knee, and send that right hip over the left. There's your hip stretch. There's your hip stretch. Right leg goes nice and high, right foot lands. Let's do it on the left side. Right foot plants, left leg lifts, taking it nice and high. Roll that ankle around. Bend the left knee, left hip goes over the right. Open up for that left hip stretch. And come back on down. Let's take it here to a down face dog. And we're going to try to do a cat-cow and down face dog. So we're going to lift that tailbone, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your chin. Continue to press your hands into the mat as if you mean it. Exhale, tailbone, lower back, drop your chin. There's a, I don't know, we should name this like cat dog. And breath in and lift. Let's go ahead and spread those feet nice and wide. We're going to do what we did before, is just bend those knees. Trying to strengthen up my upper body here. Last year my goal was to do a shoulder stand. I really didn't meet that like I wanted to. I'm going to continue on with that, so that's why I'm staying in down face dog for a while. Let's go ahead and drop our left knee down. Going to bring that right leg up. You feel that weight come off your hands? Take that right arm up and lift. Go ahead and bend your knee and send your knee the same direction as your hand forward, and then arch it around as you send your right leg back. Knee into the chest, hand pushes forward, knee pushes forward, and come back. Let's do 2 more of those as you breathe in, push forward, exhale, come out. 1 more, and out. Plant that right foot. If your left arm can take it, go ahead and send that left leg back behind the right foot, and you're in side plank. Breathe, breathe, and smile, and hands to the mat, down face dog. What? Exhale, let's take a child here, knees to the mat, hips to the heels. Woof, woof. You stay there for a couple breaths, and I'm going to turn around so that you see me. And let's come on up, rise up into down face dog again. Toes go down, heels go up. Hands press into the mat. So let's go ahead and spread our feet a little bit wider. We're going to walk our dog, but bend our knees. Getting involved here. Let's go ahead and find some cat-cows and down face dog here. So pressing your hands in, taking your shoulders, your arms out of your shoulders there. Let's just take a breath in, lift your hips. Let your belly and chest come forward, lift your chin. Kind of weird. Exhale, start with the tailbone, lift the belly button up and drop the chin. Ooh, 1 more. Breathe in for cow. Exhale for cat. Take it nice and wide here. And again, just let those knees bend and come toward the floor. This time we're going to let our right knee drop. A little bit of relief on our hands. Take that left leg up and left arm up. So feel that stretch there from the toes to the fingers. Go ahead and reach it all around. And then we'll bend our knee and send our hand and knee forward. And breathe in, lift it around. And in and around. 2 more here. Knee forward, hand forward. Lift it around. Knee forward, hand forward. Whew. And that's it. Then we're going to drop that left foot down. Maybe give your right hand a shake as we're coming into side plank. Right hand plants, right foot plants behind the right, and arm up. You're in side plank. Breathe in and stretch, stretch, stretch. Lift your hips up and exhale. Plant that right hand and knees come to the mat. Child. Congratulate yourself there. Let's come on into a seated posture here. Take your heart nice and high, your back nice and straight. Let's go ahead and grab our knees. Let your shoulders relax. Your choice, always your choice, but feet off the mat if you would. And let's roll our shoulders. Take a breath in. Yogi's choice, but I'm suggesting half boat. And then with a big breath in, take a full boat. Exhale, lifeboat. Just crossing your knees, draw your knees into the chest. Half boat, full boat, and lifeboat. Let's do a couple more here. Half boat, keeping your back nice and straight. Full boat, and lifeboat. I'm going to suggest one more, make it your best. Half boat, full boat, feet up high, and lifeboat. Let's take it on down. Let's go ahead and let our hips hit the mat and slowly let your backbone hit the mat. I'm going down, I'm going away. Let's come into a bridge. After you align your spine, keep that nice and flat. Keep your sacrum on the mat. Heels towards the hips, knees in. Take a breath in and lift. Tuck those shoulders under. You worked them quite a bit with your down doggies. Chin off the chest and lift your hips. Exhale, lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Gonna bring our knees into the chest. Apanasana, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. Lift your hips off the mat. Chin goes to forehead to the knees. And lower back down. Let's do another bridge here. Any variation you'd like, you absolutely go for it. Press your feet into the mat, lift your hips high. Chin off the mat, breathe, lift, breathe, lift. I bet you could go a ½ inch higher. There it is. And now you can go another inch higher by coming up to your balls of your feet. And exhale, lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Knees into the chest, 1 more time. Yay! Let's send our heels up towards the ceiling. And roll your feet. Let's bring your right knee into your chest. Press your foot high. Left knee into the chest. Send your foot high. And again. And again. Now let's glue our ankles together, sort of. Send your heels up towards the mat. Let's get some reverse crunches going here. Hips come up. Lift. Lift, just like somebody's yanking your ankles, but you're doing it. You're doing it all from the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest. Let's do it 1 more time. Heels go up. Arms off to the side. See if you can let your shoulders plant as you lift your hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees come into the chest. Let's reach around with our right hand and our left hand and find happy baby. Close your eyes for just a minute. Drawing your breath in. Know that it's going to be okay. Know that we'll come out of this. Stay healthy. Take our right knee into the chest, left leg goes long. Soften your shoulders, lift your chin, find your strength. Left arm off to the side. Let's do a little hip roll here. Trying to let your left body stay effortless and your right knee stay effortless. And let your right knee drift to the floor. Right knee comes into the chest. Take that left hand to right knee for a nice twist. There is nothing more comforting than a twist, except perhaps a hug. I think we might have to have a refresher course on how to give hugs. And I would recommend talking to my friend Sam Coughlin. She is the best hug giver ever. Miss you, Sam. Right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest. Give it a big squeeze. Right leg goes wrong. Right leg is long and firm, but effortless. Left knee comes into the chest. Right arm off to the side. Let's roll that left hip. Try to keep it steady. Not to force, just to move. And left knee goes off to the side. Breathe. Left knee comes into the chest, right hand to left knee, left leg, arm off to the side. Just roll on that right hip just for a squeeze. Squeezing out all the tension, all the stress. Renewing, rejuvenate. Roll on your back, knee into your chest. Come here, sweetie. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Marvel at something wonderful. Namaste.